Hey Taurus, welcome to your October 2023 tarot reading. I am Kate Smith-Kors. I'm a Reiki master and a tarot intuitive, and these are the collective messages for you. So the first card I want to talk about is from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle by Amanda Lovelace, and this is called Potion. Remember to practice self-love. This is number 24. And it says, you're familiar with the concepts of self-love and self-care, but either you've never actively practiced them or there's something you've fallen behind on. Either way, you should get back on track. Keep yourself maintained in all ways, big or small. That can mean calling it quits to take a luxurious bath instead, or that can mean putting on a rosewater face mask and getting out your planner so you can sort out your life before it gets too out of control. So I love her energy on this card. She's sitting there. It looks like she's manifesting something. I love how it has the plants. So that totally goes along with the earthy Taurus vibes that you guys give off. And so this is a strong message to practice self-love and self-care. Like, actually do it. Don't just say, oh, I'm going to do this today, but then never actually follow up on it. This is spirit being like, no, you actually have to do it now. And then this is also about planning, so that you don't get behind on something that you're supposed to be accomplishing, right? I feel like some of you are procrastinators, and I feel okay saying that because I'm a Taurus and I'm a procrastinator. And if I don't feel like doing something, I ain't doing it. Okay. So then we also have cleansing body and spirit. This totally goes along with it. This is from the Everyday Witch Oracle by Deborah Blake. And this, a lot of people think of self-care as taking a bath, taking a self-care bubble bath. And so working with the energy of water could be important at this time, and using water to cleanse your energy. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm seeing some of you using like dried flowers or dried herbs in the bath. And I just love the energy of that clawfoot tub too. So some of you might even have like a clawfoot tub at home that you use. And so that's really cool. This card says, as we go through our daily routines, we almost always include some kind of cleaning. Baths or showers, washing our faces, brushing our teeth, but it is important to look at cleansing on a level that goes more than skin deep. Body, auras, mind, and spirit all need cleansing from time to time as we walk through a world filled with powerful emotions, chaos, and free-floating negativity. Some people also believe that there are dark and unhealthy energies that can attach themselves to the unwary. Either way, it makes sense to occasionally do some cleansing that will wash away the unpleasant, unwanted, and just plain icky stuff we pick up along the way. So I feel like somewhat recently, some of you have been around other people who might have had a negative outlook on life, or just had a negative energy, or been in situations that maybe weren't the best energy, right? And I feel like it's time to cleanse that away. You don't want to be holding on to that energy from those other people. It feels a bit icky, and it's time to cleanse your space and cleanse your energy. So some overall themes that we have here. This is from the Everyday Witch Tarot, same creator. We have the Hermit card, and we have the Three of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is my entrepreneur card. Some of you are definitely entrepreneurs. You're creative. You're creators. Maybe you're content creators. Maybe you have a passion project or a side hustle or something that you're utilizing or really tapping into in the month of October. You're shining your light. You're getting creative. You're getting your hands dirty. I feel like some of you are either painting or baking, or I feel like some of you are doing something with your hands. That's what I feel like. for some of you. But it feels very creative, very passionate, and some of you are also monetizing from this. So that feels really cool. And it feels like that's going to be really important for you to tap into that energy in the month of October. And then we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is about proper planning, because it comes right after the Two of Wands, and then also taking the baby steps to accomplish whatever it is that you want to do. So on top of doing the planning, doing the work, doing the organizing, which is part of what this potions card had talked about, was, writing stuff down, starting to plan. The Three of Wands is also about taking the actionable step towards whatever that goal is. What's one little thing that you can do today to get you closer to your goal, because we don't want to be procrastinating. And then we have the Hermit card, which is also in a way talking about self-care, because the Hermit card is Virgo energy, but it also requires us to dive into ourselves, dive into the depths of ourselves, to take a look at our journey that we're on. Really, the Hermit card is about this journey. They're not worried necessarily about the destination where they're headed. They'll get to that place whenever it's time for them to. The Hermit card is more about that going within, doing that journey. And so there could be a Virgo that's very important in your life in the month of October, but I really think that this is also talking about doing a little bit of shadow work, doing a little bit of work on your triggers, seeing what bothers you, but also seeing what lights you up, seeing what gets you excited. And why does it get you excited? Have you had a past where these certain things in your life has like immediate satisfaction or immediate gratification or something along those lines? I feel like there's just a need to take a deeper look at the feelings that you have and like why you're feeling them. And so I think that there's like a perspective change, but in a very profound, deep, spiritual, emotional way. And that's also going to affect the way you carry yourself. That's part of what I'm hearing, is the way that you carry yourself is going to change. And that feels really amazing. Now I am using the Deep, Dark, and Dangerous Oracle. I love it because it has the shiny metallic side and the snake on the front. And I love the look of it. It's just so magical, spooky. And your message here is number 14, Beauty Mermaid. So, there was another sign that got this card, and I can't remember which sign it was. I wish that I could. It might have been Libra. But anyway, beauty. Beauty is a high value when it illuminates and inspires, but it is in the eye of the beholder. Relying just on outward appearances is shallow and temporary. If beauty is the only virtue, then others need to be developed. Love your own unique beauty. If you are using your beauty to manipulate others, be wary. This particular kind of magic wears thin after a time. The duality aspect here is attraction versus danger. And so I think that this is talking about, this is talking again about that going within, right? Beauty is only on the surface. If you're only tapping into the surface level emotions or things that are coming up in your life, and you're not, and you haven't done a spiritual deep dive lately, I think that it's time to get back into some type of spiritual practice. That's part of what I'm hearing with the Hermit. I love how in this card, they're out in the woods, they have the campfire. So I think that some of you are going to be really getting grounded in nature. You're going to be utilizing the energy of nature to help connect you to the divine, but also to get you grounded. And through the message of this mermaid beauty card as well, this is reminding you that if you have an image in your head, because Taurus, you have a lot of Venusian, a lot of Venus energy. So the way something looks, the way something feels, the sensations that you get is very important to you. But understand that sometimes there needs to be a deeper understanding of things rather than I want things to look this way. So if you're working on a project and it's not coming out the exact way that you had envisioned, understand this is how it had to turn out at this time due to the resources, the time, the energy that you could put into it, all the other circumstances. And the beauty of it, is in the eye of the beholder. We might look at something and think, wow, I am so not happy with this product. It's not how I envisioned. But somebody else is looking at it and they're thinking, wow, this is gorgeous. This is amazing. I wish that I could have done that. So there's that strong message with beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And I feel like this is also talking about the way that you envisioned your life would be. You look at it sometimes and you're like, this is not where I want to be. I'm so unhappy with all of these different things. But then there's another person out there, maybe your friend, maybe a relative, maybe somebody that you're close with, or maybe somebody you don't even really know at all. But they're looking at your life and something that you have, and they're like, oh my gosh, I wish I could be just like this Taurus. I wish that my life looked like that. Meanwhile, you're pouting about what you don't have, right? So this is really about appreciating what you have and understanding that what you have now is most likely what you had wished for in the past. So what are some things in your life now that you had wished for in the past? To talk about some potential challenges, we have the Six of Wands. So I feel like there's somebody who is not recognizing the hard work that you've put in a certain area of your life, whether that's career or in a relationship. And I also feel like you want to be in the spotlight, and there might be somebody who is either threatening that, or you're like worried about somebody else stealing the spotlight from you because you've put in a lot of effort. There's something there around that. So that could be a potential challenge, is realizing no matter if somebody tells you that you're amazing or not, you need to understand and recognize that you're amazing. Just because you didn't get the what is it called? Promotion at work, or just because you didn't get the special bonus at work doesn't mean that you're not a hard worker or that you're not recognized in other ways. It's just you didn't get it that one time. So don't let other people's lack of recognition prevent you from feeling good about yourself and moving forward in amazing ways. If some of you are content creators or small business owners or something like that, there could be somebody or a few people that come up to you in the month of October and they have no idea who you are. And you're like, really? Because you should know who I am. You know what I mean? That's kind of the energy that I'm getting is, yeah, you're amazing. You truly are. And you've done a lot of hard work to get to where you are, but if somebody doesn't know about you already, that's great. That's an opportunity for you to share the best parts of yourself with them, right? You get to I don't know, it's almost like you get to mold this vision that they have of you. You get to play to what they like, right? What do you offer that they might like? So that's really cool. It might be a potential challenge because at first it might be a little bit off-putting, damn, really? I've worked this hard and you're throwing in my face that you don't know who I am. But then it's also let me introduce myself. So I do like that part of it. And then we have the High Priestess. Again, some of you are not keeping up with your spiritual practices. So whether that's divination or, just connecting to spirit, a daily spiritual practice, some of you really need to get back into that. Because it will benefit your overall health and well-being by doing that. And then we have the King of Wands. So there could be a fire sign or a fire energy in your life. This is coming up in the challenge. So King of Wands, yeah, there could potentially be a fire sign that challenges you, but this could also be another creator or another person who does something similar to what you do, and that they feel threatening to you in some way. That's what I'm getting, is some of you are feeling a little bit threatened, and the red in this is really standing out. It really brings out this fire and this passion within you, because it's making you ask yourself, how can I stand out? How can I be different? How can I use my creative assets, the things that I'm really good at, my creative strengths? How can I bring those out to make like this more amazing, better version of myself? So apply that how you will. If you're not a business owner, if you're not a creative type of person, that's totally fine. Take what resonates. Maybe this is also within a relationship. Maybe there's, maybe you're in a relationship with somebody who you feel like everybody likes them more than you, right? That could be the Six of Wands, King of Wands. And sometimes that could be hard, because it's like you try to be likable, you try to be social, but you're just not as outgoing maybe as this King of Wands figure. And maybe that might bother you in the month of October, where maybe in the past it hadn't. So just something to think about, just something to consider. And now the last message that I have for you is from the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And by the way, if you're liking these messages, go ahead and hit that like button and comment below anything that's resonating for you if you're feeling called. Subscribe to my channel and hit that bell for notifications. And also, if you are on Facebook or TikTok, feel free to follow me on those platforms too, because I am moving locations and I'm going to have inventory. I'm going to have a succulent bar. I'm going to have crystal mining for kids. I'm going to have art classes and all sorts of things, inventory. I'm also going to be doing my tarot readings and my Reiki healings as well. But I'm just so excited to make this change. And so I will be giving updates on all of that on those other platforms. So if you're interested in that process, follow me over there. And then the last card that we have here is number 44, Strength. I love this. Some of you were in track, used to do track. Maybe you did hurdles or something like that. That's really standing out. It looks like she's doing kind of like a hurdle, but also it looks like either a dance or a ballet move potentially. So some of you could even have been involved with dance or specifically ballet, something like that. But it's very earthy energy, right? And it goes along perfectly with your Taurus vibes. Strength. Your true strength comes not from self-reliance alone, but from a sincere faith in a higher power. So again, this is bringing it back to the divine, connecting to the divine. The strength to accomplish even the most daunting tasks is yours at this time. You can connect with and channel the power of the universe. The Strength card indicates that your ideas are being tested and refined, and your relationships are being deepened. No matter what happens, nothing can move you off the course of evolution. As your potency of your creations becomes more obvious, creations, it says connections, but apparently creative energy is on my mind. So let's read that again. As the potency of your connections becomes more obvious, you're able to harness the creative energies that are available to you. There we go. That's where the creative came in. Have courage and dive in, for magic is in the process of finding a form to take. When you remember that real strength comes from a combination of your efforts and reliance on a higher power working through you, all is possible. You can do anything now. So if you are in need, I'm actually recording this early in the month of September. I'm actually recording this on 9/11, and the number 9/11 specifically to me is my angel number, my reminder that if I need anything, when I see 9/11 on the clock or $9.11 on a receipt or anything like that, if I see those numbers together, I'm reaching out to my angels immediately. I am doing that spiritual 911 call where I'm saying, Angels, please help me. Please guide me. If there's anything that I need to ask for, I'm wanting help with, I ask for at that time. And if there's nothing significant or important, if I see those numbers, I'm still touching base with my angels and I'm saying, hey, could you please send divine healing to my family or my friends? Can you help out other people too, right? There's always some way that the angels can assist, and they love being asked for help. They really do, okay? So I hope these messages resonated, my friends. If you're looking for a personal reading, you can schedule on crystallizewithkate.com. I will leave a link to that in my description box. Otherwise, have a beautiful month of October, and I will see you in another video.